Hello everybody, we have made it to Wednesday. We had a fantastic night last night because of course we had those northern lights across basically the entire United States. And we may see more tonight. I'll touch on that here in just a second. First things first though, our Wednesday right now, bright and sunny, no clouds to contend with. Temperatures at least halfway past the 11 o'clock hour, sitting in those right around that 50-degree mark. It has been a bit breezy for us here today already, with some wind gusts up to the upper 20s to lower 30s, with sustained winds mainly out of the west near about 15 to 20 or so miles per hour. As we go throughout the remainder of the afternoon, wind gusts still expected to reach about 30 or so miles per hour, but temperature is still looking fairly pleasant, even if we're seeing winds out of the west to northwest. We're not drawing from a cooler pocket of air, and with sunshine overhead, temperatures pretty much near normal, topping out into those mid-50s with the sunset at 4:37. Now, as we head into tonight, maybe a few clouds earlier on as a little bit of moisture works its way overhead, but dry air makes its way in by about midnight to 1 o'clock, with temperatures down to 29 degrees, winds out of the west near 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now tonight, a lot of us might be actually enjoying some outdoor time because another potential geomagnetic storm and coronal mass ejection is expected to hit Earth. So with last night, got up to a G4 level, so a severe. Even right now at the time of recording, still underneath G3 level conditions. Now when it comes to this afternoon and evening, yet another coronal mass ejection is expected to hit Earth. And with it, kind of one of two things could happen, all depending on the orientation of the magnetic field of the coronal mass ejection. If it's facing north, the same as Earth's magnetic field, well, if you ever tried to put two positive ends of a magnet together, they're going to repel and not have that great of northern lights, so maybe a G2, G3 level. However, if the orientation is facing south, well, that's when you get that actually making it overhead and it really absorbs into the Earth's magnetic field. And that'll likely generate another G4, if not even up to a G5 level geomagnetic storm tonight. So all depending on how that works out, we really won't know until it hits Earth, as that's just something we simply cannot predict as people here on Earth. So we could see KP index of maybe 5 or so if we have the first option where it's facing north the same way as our own magnetic field. But if it's facing south, KP index could once again reach the upper 8s, even up to a KP level 9, and northern lights could be seen as far south as even the Caribbean. So definitely something we're going to be keeping a very close eye on here in the WIFR First Alert Weather Center. And of course, we'll go ahead and keep you guys up to date. Now, looking ahead for our Thursday, looking at another pleasant day. Winds are really going to back off, as we'll see winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour, mainly out of the southwest with mostly sunny conditions. Temperatures once again topping out into those mid-50s. Another very pleasant day to get outside. Just another day where, sweatshirts, a light jacket are pretty much going to be required as you head out the door. Now Friday, we'll start to notice a bit of a change. Winds will be more out of the southwest at times near about 10 or so miles per hour. Plenty of sunshine once again, but temperatures into those mid-60s, and I'm happy to report that the warmth is just getting started, because by Saturday we are potentially knocking on the door of a record-breaking warmth, as the record to beat is at 69 degrees, and I think we'll top out into the upper 60s, so definitely something worth keeping a note of. But overall, lovely conditions expected to start our weekend. But sadly, as quickly as it warm up, temperatures will kind of even out just a little bit, going to 51 degrees Sunday. And by the start of next week, back into those mid-40s, which is kind of where we should be after this time of year. But again, tonight, look, all eyes are on the sky when it comes to this coronal mass ejection. We will be certain to keep you guys informed. And as we get into the weekend, well, man, towards the time to get outside, Saturday looks fairly nice.